Pendolinos in SCR. Long thought to never be possible to come to the game. Too long, they said. Wouldn't work for SCR, they said. And then, I woke up on Monday the 16th of December 2024 and saw this. We are about to enter another period of speculation, but very different from the one we were in exactly 1 year ago. Now that we've had an official sneak peek of the long-awaited Longer Trains update, it's time to answer this burning question. Which other trains are coming in SCR's next update? Well, before we get into the speculation, let's first analyse what we know for certain from this image. There is no question that this is a Class 390. Don't believe me? Look at the coaches, the interior, the shape of the front of the train. Although we can't completely see the front of the train from here, it's obvious that this is a 390. We also know that they will be adding the 11 coach variant of this train, as well as the 9 coach variant, the latter of which would by itself crush the previous coach record of 7 coaches. So we know that they aren't just mindlessly adding the short versions of trains like they were before. So we finally have confirmation of longer trains. Yay! That's pretty much all we can determine from this image alone. But now that SCR is ready to add longer trains, surely it can't just be the 390, right? So, let's start by analysing the in-game evidence. Car markers all across the network have proven that we are to get trains such as the Class 745 to Airlink at 12 cars, longer Class 80X trains for Airlink and Stepford Express at 9 to 10 cars, and 8-car trains for Airlink, which could be the double Class 387, currently only existing as a static model at Stepford Depot. It's possible that other trains around the network could also be doubled for this update as well, including the Voyagers for Stepford Express, the Fishbowls for Airlink and Stepford Connect, Class 377s for Stepford Connect, Class 321s for Stepford Connect, Class 385s for Connect, as well as basically every other Desiro in the game, which I can't be bothered to list. All of these trains run as double variants in real life and could be extended for SCR. Also, the HST and Class 68 for Express and Connect respectively could both gain more coaches, as 3 to 5 coaches is not very realistic for the long distance services that these trains run on in real life. Note that I don't think Waterline will be getting any longer trains, as most of the platforms are only long enough for 4-car trains, with some platforms like at Morganstown Docks not even long enough for that. So, we have gone through the already existing trains that could be extended for this update, but the 390 isn't an existing train being extended, it's a brand new train. So, let's go over some trains that could be added to SCR now that longer trains are finally being supported. The Class 700 for Connect or Airlink, the Class 442 for Airlink, the Class 222 for Express, the Class 91 for Express, and the Class 180 for Express.
You'll be going nowhere.
Some of those weren't actually longer, but I would still love to see them in their double variants. While we're on that topic, I would also love to see the Class 230 for Connect, the 484 for Waterline, the 376 for Connect, the Class 701, but it's way too long for Waterline, so it might have to go on Connect, the Class 777 for Waterline, and honourable mention to the Class 395, because it would be cool on Express, but it's way too fast and doesn't have any first class, making it unsuitable for SCR. Now that we've got all that out of the way, there is one final dilemma we must ask. Will this update be called 2.0.2 or 2.1? Well, it's pretty difficult to tell, because we have no idea the scale of this update yet. Will it be just the 390 and double variants of trains, or will it include all the trains I mentioned? My personal guess would be 2.0.2, because it hasn't been very long since the last major update, but I wouldn't be blown away if it turns out to be 2.1 in the end. After all, 1.9 happened, didn't it? So this video's done now. Time to post and... Oh, come on! So while I was editing this video, we got a brand new sneak peek. Now we can see the front of the Pendolino. It is quite something. It looks a bit too small, but as do all the trains in SCR really. Also, we can see up the top at the Morganstown Bridge that a couple data ones are confirmed. Hooray! I also went to this location in game and they have added the new overhead lines to this area, which means that maybe finally they have added the new overhead lines to everywhere on the network. And the caption also says that this update could be rolling in time for Christmas. So, that's interesting. Anyway, back to my planned outro. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video until the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please consider liking and subscribing to my channel to help the algorithm to promote this video to more people who might be interested in it. Looking at what happened last year, the next sneak peek might be on Christmas Day, which is only 4 days away, would you believe it? So we might not have to wait long before uncovering some of the mysteries that this sneak peek leaves unanswered. With that, I hope you have a relaxing holiday, a Merry Christmas, and a very Happy New Year.